Someone in our chat says that Nashville Police Department currently says tornadoes on the ground. I don't know if that's the old warning or if that's a brand new scanner report. Um, Looking on velocity, there doesn't seem to be a lot going on. I would be a bit surprised to hear tornadoes on the ground, but again, we are only 700 feet up because we're so close to the radar. There are issues with accuracy, and it might be getting into that, getting to that point, I should say. Look at the radar a bit farther away for a potentially cleaner view. Oh, moving to a radar farther away, and there is actually still a defined couplet moving through northern Nashville. It's not as weak as we thought. It appears to have been moving so close to the radar. Still a defined couplet moving through northern Nashville metro, and everyone in that new tornado warning, although it's radar indicated, should be taking significant caution for this potential tornado.
Your current conditions.
This has been a massive event.
The local Doppler radar.
And obviously this line is going to continue to produce isolated tornadoes through the night, through tomorrow morning, through tomorrow afternoon, and into tomorrow evening. They will be isolated in nature. There may only be one or two in each state from this point onwards, but the isolated tornado threat will persist through tomorrow. But obviously, once these final tornadic circulations from this evening die off, the main threat will be damaging straight line winds.
Reports coming from Huntsville in Alabama, from their NWS offices, that they're about to talk to the SPC. They would not be surprised if they issue a tornado watch for the Huntsville area. That was mentioned in the 1 mesoscale discussion about a downstream / watch for Mississippi.
The local Doppler radar.
So we'll see what happens. Huntsville is under the 5% tornado risk. That will
Your
that's
local
in effect for day one.
forecast.
For today, that will start at 12Z, which is 7 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Central.
We have a question asking about Ohio in general. Now, is Ohio in any significant risk from this point onwards?
Starting at 12Z, which is 7 a.m. Eastern, it's going to be south central and southwestern Ohio. That would be the Columbus and Cincinnati metros that are going to be under a 5% tornado risk.
So there is an isolated tornado risk in Ohio.
And the rest of the state will be under a 2% risk.
Okay, so there is the risk of isolated tornadoes. 1 or 2 are possible, potentially several in a worst case, but they will be generally weak. They will be widespread. Well spread, not widespread, if they do occur. So generally, you shouldn't have any issue in any specific part of Ohio, but somewhere in the state, it's probable that there'll be at least one tornado.
Yeah, the only parts that it looks like is no chance of tornadoes is the northwest part of the state. So that looks to be around like Toledo area. That looks to be starting at 12Z, the area that is going to be and whatnot. Breaking news, we have a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. That's the first one that I've seen from this. We've had plenty of PDS tornado warnings This is a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. This destructive storm will contain wind gusts to 80 miles an hour, and this is for Hendersonville, Cottontown, Gallatin, Bethpage, Hartsville, Rome, Watertown, Lebanon, Mount Juliet, Rural Hill, and Smyrna in central Tennessee and north central Tennessee. This is a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. Winds up to 80 miles an hour, penny-sized hail possible, and a tornado is also possible on that. But that is the first PDS severe thunderstorm warning, surprisingly.
Yeah, this is a PDS severe thunderstorm warning for parts including and east of the Nashville metro area. 500,000 people in a region expected to get 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And these are potentially destructive. They will cause substantial tree damage, which is a risk to anyone in a mobile home near trees. In the mobile home yourself, your mobile home may be rolled onto its side by these winds if they are funneled between two buildings, for example. So yeah, you really need to be taking absolute precautions. If you're anywhere in this warning, you need to be in a sturdy structure, not outside, not in a mobile home if at all possible, not in a car, for hurricane force wind gusts.
Yeah. Regardless of the fact that if it's particularly dangerous situation or a very dangerous situation or EDS or whatever it's called, it's still it's a life-threatening situation.
I think they just basically relabel PDS severe thunderstorm warnings now as just severe thunderstorm warnings with a destructive label. But they treat the destructive ones as PDS.
Oh, that storm that came from Mississippi now is tornado warned, including Savannah, Sotillo, Salmer, Adamsville, Stannonville, Eastview, Guys, and Michie, as well as Crump. And oh god, what is that? Milledgeville and Bethel Springs.
Yes, the tornado possible
Rammer.
severe thunderstorm that formed in northwest Mississippi has now moved into southern Tennessee and become tornado warned as it moves towards Eastview, Stantonville, and Savannah. Places also in the warning include Guys, Mitchie, Selma, Adamsville, Bethel Springs, and Saltillo, and Milledgeville, as well as other places near those towns. This is in southwest Tennessee. And that is a radar indicated tornado warning. Now the radar indicated tornado warning for Nashville is in place for the next 20 minutes.